What's happening, people? Welcome to a little mini live stream. I'm doing this in landscape mode because my phone is knackered and it won't go into landscape, so you got the long view. Anyway, I'm here at training with Alfair. Just watched the end of the game, literally just streamed the game across onto my phone. Just wanted to go over what I thought about that game. You all know how I feel about the Europa League and how I feel that we should prioritise elsewhere, but end of the day, we had an half decent team out there today. Half decent, I say, because we probably had our three worst players who have been in the team this season all playing in the game. And the first half, before we got the goal, which was a bit lucky to be honest, a bit of a gift, then we looked like we had three of our worst players in the team. That being Lingard, Pereira, and probably I would say Lindelof, who hasn't performed well this season. But let's be honest, we got away with it a little bit because Bruges were well on top for most of that first half, and then we got the gift. We looked like a better team after that, as we always do, and in the end it was a result we can go to Old Trafford with and probably expect to win the game easily. I do think we'll just walk through. I'm not counting Bruges out, but from what I've seen of them, they got one decent player in Dennis up front, and that's pretty much about it. I didn't see any other threat really from Bruges apart from him. He did cause us a few problems here and there, but we got through it. 1-1 away from home, no more injuries, all good news, and we move on to Watford on Sunday, which is a much more important game. One thing that did happen in this game tonight was really, I think when Bruno came on in the second half, my God, how different does this team look? When Bruno comes on, we look like a team. And yeah, you could say until he came on, we didn't look like anything else. We did look inept of ideas. I thought going forward in the second half, we were very, very poor. But you know what? We got our chance in the first half. We took that. I thought we should have taken a couple more opportunities or made something more of the opportunities we got in the second half, but we didn't because we sort of went into limp mode again and just wanted to walk through the game. We didn't have the intensity until Bruno came on. Then we looked like we were going to carve him open every time he got the ball. Mata looked like a different player around Bruno. And obviously if Martial was on, we may have even had some more chances created. But it's a 1-1 draw and we'll take that through. It's a nothing game for me. I'm really not bothered. All I wanted was for us to not get any more injuries and to just come through it unscathed, which we pretty much have done. I think, like I said, we will do them in the second leg and it will all be put to bed then. But moving on to some of the performances tonight, and obviously we've seen the worst of the worst and then the best when Bruno came on. The worst of the worst, Lingard, atrocious. Don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he does in this team. He does absolutely crap. He just offers us absolute zilcho. And you know what? Pereira, exactly the same. Two players we all know do not belong in this team, in the team from the starting lineup. You could say that this was the game for them to play, so you can't really argue with that. The way I've been talking about it not being that important is probably the games that we should be playing Pereira and Lingard when it doesn't really matter. And for me, I'm counting out the Europa League. I don't want to be in it. You all know how I feel about the Europa League. I know a lot of you disagreed with me the other night, but that's just how I feel. And I don't think it's a competition we should be looking at or should be looking to actually go all out in. And when I seen the team tonight, I thought, oh, that's a pretty average looking team. And I thought, you know what? This is what I was calling for the other day. Watford at weekend is the game that we need to be looking at and the most important game, to be honest. Let's just get through a few of your messages, what you guys thought of that. Ollie played our useless players today. Agree. Take a draw there and hope to build league momentum. Definitely agree with that. Lucky to be 1-1, Debbie says. Agree with that, especially in the first half. Resting players after a break? Question mark. Yeah, I do after having this break, but you know what? Playing on Monday, then Thursday, then Sunday. That's, you know what? 6 days, 3 games. It's a lot. It is a lot, and we did get a bit of a bum draw with that. But When I saw a lineup, I decided whether to, I was decided whether to watch the game or watch paint dry. I made the wrong decision. I take it you mean you watched the game. Lingard running around aimlessly. Yeah, he was running around. Lindelof, no confidence. No. And now Bailly's back. He definitely is under threat in terms of playing in this team. Bailly starts ahead of Lindelof for me all day long. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Like 7 defensive players on the pitch, only saving grace was Bruno. Was quality when he came on. He changed the game there, mate. He really did. Mata was shocking up until Bruno coming on. I didn't think Mata did anything. You're definitely right there. United, too good for Europa League, but nowhere near good enough for the Champions League at the moment. Yeah, concentrate on getting top form and we'll be back in the Champions League and we can really go out for some serious targets in the summer. That's my opinion on that. Some people will say go for the Europa League, but can you see this team beating that Inter Milan side, who I do think are favourites now? You know what? If we went out now, I really wouldn't be bothered with the Europa League. It's just one that I do not think is even important. Super chat on a Thursday night from my man Jay Singh. Jay, how you doing, mate? Let's see what he's going to say. I'm Ollie out, but those players were awful. Lingard and Pereira were non-existent. Bruno was a gulf in class. Most of our squad is average and tactics are poor. Jay, pretty much bang on the money, mate. I can't really disagree with any of that, but it's down to the manager to pick the team. For me, he picked the right team tonight in terms of the importance of this game. I'm all out for Premier League, most important, and Europa League. Give these sort of players a chance. Let's see what they've got. And again, Bruno showed a different class. Lingard, Pereira showed where the exit door is in that performance again tonight. We're not coming up against quality here. I know they were in the Champions League, but the Belgium League showed how crap it was. That's the best, and they're cruising that Belgium League, and they weren't great. They had one player in Dennis up front who looked like he was going to cause us an issue, but then Pereira and Lingard sort of looked at their level and didn't even look comfortable at that. They need to go in the summer. It's as simple as that. They need to be gone. The fact that they're still hanging around, and when Fred came on, he made it look more solid. Bruno again when he came on, again going forward there. They're the two players who need to be played. I'm glad they got rested and are going to be fully fit and definitely playing now at weekend. So that's where we need to be. That, in my opinion, that's what this team and this game was all about tonight. So no issue with that. Bring on Watford Sunday. It's crucial we get 3 points. Massive game, Paul, on Sunday now, mate. I thought when we changed to a back four, we were a different team. You see, you got to have variety in there. Changing to the back four definitely moved things on, but I did think Bruges were getting leggy in that second half, and then we're starting to struggle. So I think changing it up probably came a little bit too late for me. It could have happened around about an hour, half an hour to go, and really pushed forward. I think we would have won that game if we'd have made the changes sooner, but it is what it is. Bruno is going to save all his job, man. Jay Singh, yeah. He seems to be a one-man show. How confident was he when he came on, though? He's ridiculously different gravy. Ollie plays too loose. What's up with Lingard and Pereira playing together? Yeah, everything's up, Raymond, mate. They should never be on the pitch, but it's the Europa League, and if there was a game I wanted them to play in, it would be this one. That means that they'll be nowhere near the important game at weekend, which is Watford, and that is what I wanted. That's what I want. Don't know what you guys think. Should they not even be in the team ever? Can we get rid of them in the summer? That's the big one. That's what needs to happen. They need to be gone in the summer and as far away from this club as possible, because when they play, we are shocking. We are really shocking. Lindelof, like someone said in the comments, then he's lacking in confidence. Mata doesn't get enough game time, needs too long to integrate into the game and too long to actually get involved in the game. Pereira, Lingard, poor. Shout out to Martial again. Another good performance from him in terms of taking his chance. He took his chance very well. That's all I want from him. Number 9 jumped on a mistake and punished him. Was unlucky with the post in the first half as well for Mignolet's save, but let's be honest, all you want your striker to do is take the chances that come, and he's doing that at the moment, so I can't argue. Even if he's not playing well, like I said, he wasn't at Chelsea. If you go and put your head on it and get us the winner, or like he did tonight, gets us back in the game, comes off after an hour, ready for Sunday, that's it. I'm no issue with that at all. And you know what? He's probably our most influential player tonight. apart from Bruno when he came on, who probably did more in 5 or 10 minutes than Lingard and Pereira did all of the game. No one's arguing with that either. Dave B, a typical European performance, to be honest. Lingard has no confidence whatsoever. I feel bad for him. He's bad. He's that bad now. He is bad, mate. He's just shocking. It's laughable how bad he is right now, and it ain't going to get any better. I wouldn't swap Lingard for a lucky back. Bill, yeah, I agree with you there, mate. Lingard, like you said, you don't want to talk ill of the guy, but let's be honest, he's shit. He's absolutely crap. I don't know what's happened to him. His personal life has got completely in the way, but if that's the case and he cannot perform to a certain level, he can't be anywhere near this team. He really can't. And I would be amazed. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention the Euros. There's no chance. There's only a stupid number of injuries going to get that guy in that squad. He should be nowhere near that England squad for the summer. But stranger things have happened with Southgate, aren't there? Lingard and Pereira out. Need to bring in Sol and Summer. Good player. But I think Atletico are really hanging on to what they've got right now. They're starting to age their squad, so I don't see anything like that happening. And I do think for a player of that ilk to come in from that club, we would need to be into the Champions League next season to even attract that. And that's just the way it is, and why I think top 4 is the most important thing. Can't see Dortmund swapping Sancho for Lingard, even with a decent amount of cash. No, mate. They just laugh at us and make an absolute show of us on Twitter or something if we've been offered that. No one's buying Lingard either, let's be honest. He's championship standard now. He needs to drop down. He'd be even struggling to get into a mid-table Premier League team, let's be honest, and that is it. But that's the end of the night. This was just going to be a quick little thought and little live show on the game tonight. And you know what? It was a poor-ish game. It wasn't as bad as the likes of Alkmaar away. Remember that one? Jesus, wept. Anyway, people, enjoy the rest of the night. Watch the rest of the football. I will see you before the Watford game. Don't forget, I'm back now pretty much every single week. I've had my little break and it's back full throttle nearly every game. Some big games coming up. Cup, league, everything. Cheers for all the comments, people. Thanks for the super chat, Jay, as well. You guys are superb. I will see you at weekend. There'll be a video up before the Watford game, and I'll be live here, there and everywhere on Periscope, on Twitter, before the game, after the game, doing quite a bit at weekend because it's huge and we got to win. Please, we have to win that game. Anyway, people, take it easy and I will see you at weekend. Enjoy the evening. Bye bye.